Good morning. God woke us up. Thank God for allowing us to wake up and see another day, giving us our limbs and mobility to move around despite all that is going on around us. I titled this Growing, Learning, and Healing as I'm beginning a new series of the process. I'm just bringing me to you so we can kind of get to know each other a little better and to understand a little bit about my process and my journey of how I got here and what's going on while I'm here. How about that? I'm going to turn the air on a little bit. I was young one, needed someone, wasn't getting over you. To the side on the move, are you mine? And I know what you're feeling. I'ma take it for a ride. Let me take it off your mind, cause you know it's a season. I guess they're trying to make it me taking life, but they can just hold out you, cause I let you go, don't let you. All righty. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be in the world today. Giving honor and praises to waking us up this morning. And happy Kwanzaa, right? To everyone, we're in the holiday celebration season. And today is the first day of Kwanzaa Umoja. So, for those of you that don't know me, good morning. I'm Tia Rogers, the Take Care of Your Health, Save, Invest, and Grow Your Money business, startup business mentor. And this week we have been talking about learning how to win in life and win in business and love what you do. This whole year, as we're going to try to wrap this all up, as we ride on into 2024, can you believe it? The new year is already here. So it's an amazing journey. I'm so grateful to so many that's a part of me being who I am today, if that's one way to say it. So I'm grateful for that. As I try to, hold on, let's bring this all together here if I can. All right, so good morning. Again, I am Tia Rogers. If this is your first time seeing me or hearing me, welcome. Welcome to the Tammy's Tia Rogers Life Growth Specialist. So it's Tia Rogers, LGS, Tammy's at 28. So I think I gotta go back and double check that, but this is our YouTube channel. I hope I'm getting it right, but it is definitely Tammy's LGS 28, Tia Rogers channel, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to thank you guys because you've been with me for this full journey. We've gone so much together. I feel like you're really like a part of my family, even though we haven't even met yet. But some of us we have met, we have contact, we've had some chats. But for the most part, for those of you that I haven't met, but that have been with me along this journey since I started in 2016, I just want to say I'm so grateful for you. So this morning, what we're going to try to do as we are looking at where we are, we're doing an assessment of our life, where we are, where we would like to be, and where we're going for our future. Yesterday, I gave you guys an assignment of the 5W framework, okay? So I hope that you have taken the time to write down the assignment and do it. If you do it, you'll find that you'll reveal some things. You'll uncover some mysteries about yourself as you are on a journey of growing, learning, and healing, because we all do it, right? Because we're born from the womb to the tomb. So we all come in one way and we're all going out one way. So the most important thing is to live the best out of that dash. So what I want to do today with you without keeping you and holding you longer than I need to, and let me check before I actually start. I don't want to leave anyone out if anyone is willing to participate with me. Okay, no one's here in that section. Okay, all right, well, we're back. Let's get on the road, guys, because I know it's holiday time. You're with your family, you have different festivities and events that you're doing this week. So I don't want to waste any of your time. I want to get straight to the meat and potatoes so we can do what we need to do and move on as we're building our lives, right? Because our lives are serious business and only we can live them. So this powerful message is going to include love, self-growth, and overcoming life's obstacles. We're going to be looking at Kwanzaa with its focus on unity, self-determination, collective work and responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, and faith, which provides a wonderful foundation for such a message as this today, right? In the spirit of Kwanzaa, we can emphasize the importance of unity and working together to support each other in our journey of self-awareness and personal development. We can remind people that just as the seven principles of Kwanzaa guides us, they too can find strength and inspiration in their own lives to overcome challenges. Our mission is to help individuals change their lives by identifying limiting beliefs and empowering themselves aligns perfectly with these principles we're going to be covering today. By emphasizing love, support, and belief in oneself, we can inspire individuals to pursue forward, overcoming obstacles, and ultimately win in life and business. So let's take a look at the principles of Kwanzaa, but we're going to look at it. We're going to explore a little bit more into the 5W frameworks as I do my best to break it down to you the way my coach, Mr. Sean Raiz from Breakfast with the Brand, has so graciously taught us how to work through the framework of 5 as we are building our businesses, building our brand, and helping those that we wish to serve along our journey. So as we are looking at the principles of Kwanzaa and many crucial aspects of self-improvement, personal development, and community building, let's break it down using the 5W framework. So the first component of the 5W framework is who, right? Who are you? Who are you being? Who were you? Who are you being? And who are you becoming? Right. So this framework is for individuals and communities who are seeking to improve themselves, their lives, families, and communities. It's for anyone looking to bridge the health and wealth gaps, gain financial education, discover their purpose, and create a positive impact. The second W is what? What encompasses a holistic approach to personal development, financial planning, and community building. It involves understanding and applying the 7 principles of Kwanzaa, which are unity, self-determination, collective work and responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, and faith. In various aspects of life, who we are and What we become are all one through a divine power, right? We're created by God. So, as you're defining out who you are, what it is that you um, do and how you contribute to your life in the world, your family, your community. These are very serious questions that you're going to take some time and go over. And we'll review the 5W framework before we close out today, just in case you missed yesterday and did not get a chance to write down the assignment, or you could go back and just review yesterday. However, moving on, we're at where. We got the who, the what, and now we're looking at the where. The where, this framework can be applied in Camden, New Jersey and beyond. It's not just limited by location, but it can be adapted to suit different communities and regions. When the principles can be applied at any time in one's life journey. It's about continuous self-improvement and community development from birth, leadership from the womb to the end of life, leadership to the tomb. Why? The why behind this framework, the 5W framework incorporated with the Kwanzaa principles. The why behind the framework is to empower individuals to take control of their lives, close the health and wealth gaps, find purpose, and building strong interdependent communities. It promotes financial education, self-awareness, and personal growth. This framework beautifully weaves together elements of Kwanzaa, self-improvement, financial literacy, community engagement, and adaptability to change. It's a comprehensive guide to not only winning in life and business, but also contributing positively to society. How would you like to start implementing this framework or spreading this message further? The Kwanzaa and the 5Y framework is a good place to start. I love Kwanzaa. I love the 7 principles of Kwanzaa because it makes you think and act intentionally. You're not just acting or doing things haphazardly. You have a purpose, you have a goal in place. You're on a mission for either for yourself and or your family. Hold on one moment, guys. I'm going to give us a little intermission here because I have some croissants in the oven that I don't want to burn. So give me 1 minute here. Let's see how this works. We're going to take a little station break. I'll be right back. Okay. So sorry about that. Good morning. God woke us up. Thank God for allowing us to wake up and see another day, giving us our limbs and mobility to move around despite all that is going on around us. I titled this Growing, Learning, and Healing as I'm beginning a new series of the process. I'm just bringing me to you so we can kind of get to know each other a little better and to understand a little bit about my process and my journey of how I got here and what's going on while I'm here. How about that? Return the air room a little bit.
I was young when needed someone wasn't getting over you. To the sky on the moon, are you mine? And I know what you're feeling. What you feel? I'ma take it for a ride. Let me take it off your mind, 'cause you know it's a season. And I move, and I move, when I ride, and I move, and I move, and I move, when I ride, and I move, and I move, and I move, when I ride, and I move, and I move, and I yeah. I guess they're trying to make it me taking night, but taking it's all that I'll do.
No difficulties. Where is that? Sharing here and now we're here. Hey, I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, well, okay, we did not burn the croissant. That's very important. So we're looking at Kwanzaa, celebrating the seven principles of Kwanzaa. Today is the first day of Kwanzaa, which is Umoja. We're connecting the seven principles of Kwanzaa to the 5W framework, in which we are to do our self-discovery of who we are as we are assessing ourselves um, and moving forward, because we have a goal, but there's a gap in between our goals. So how do we work between those gaps in our goal, right? So I brought out my trusty board here again, just so that we can review, because I asked you guys to bring me your uh, mathematical equation of your life, right? I asked you to figure out or write down what it is. So I've taken the liberty to share with you my mathematical equation of life, which I began to share with you through previous through, through previous videos. So excuse me. Ooh, little try. So as we are looking at the growth journey, and I share with you my growth journey from 2016 till now. And there's been a lot of coaches, mentors, leaders that have poured into me and given me all the tools that I need to pretty much take the keys of the car and drive it. So I'm going to do my best to be a good student as I bring you along on my journey, and hoping that you will be a good student as well, to begin putting the steps of your life together, or at least looking at your life a little bit more seriously if you're not looking at it seriously already. Um, so my equation was the -0 plus 1, no, -0 equaling 1 plus the square root of 5 divided by 2, which gives us 1.6181, which I told you that 1.6181 is your step of progress along your journey when you come into the industry. Now, it depends on what level you're playing at, will determine what it is, what school, what skills, core principles, and tools that you're going to have, and strategies you're going to have to implement into your business. But guess what? You're your greatest asset, and you take you wherever you go with you. So make sure that you're in complete alignment, that you're going to make sure that you reach your goals. So we talked about how when I first started out with a 60, I only had 65 followers. That was just family and friends, just like most people that get on social media. We just figure we get on there and see what's going on. Didn't Never thought that I was holding money in my hand, right? Go figure that. Anyhow, I share my numbers with you as far as the numbers of followers. I shared with you as well as the different platforms in which I have been slowly but surely getting my message out there so that I can find the right person that is looking to begin the journey of improving their life. Um, so as they say, what it is that you're seeking is seeking you. So I wanted to make sure that I'm giving you the best that I have. So to help you begin, because you might not even choose me, let's be honest and let's be real, because there's a lot of others that are experts at this and don't stumble the way that I do. However, you got to start somewhere, and I always tell you, don't never be afraid to be a beginner. And when you begin, believe me, become the best student of life that you can be. Becoming a student, learn how to listen, and really start activating. The key that I found in this journey is that not only listening, but the doing. Making, taking the lessons that you're learning and applying them to your life makes such a huge difference. Um, so the more massive action you can take, the more of a difference you can make, you can begin to start making in your life. It's not going to be monetary right away. It's going to be some inside uh, growth and how do I say it? Inside growth and development. And to me, that's priceless. That's it falls along the line of something my grandmother would tell us all the time when we were coming up. Once you get the knowledge, get your education, whatever it is you learn these skills, whether you go to graduate high school, continue to go on a higher learning, or you decide to go develop a trade. Those lessons that you learn, once you have them, nobody can take them from you. They're yours to do what it is that you want to do with them. You can just let them sit there and lay dormant, or you can take them and kind of play around with them and expand them into something much more. But that's up to you to decide as to what it is that you want to do. So knowing that you're embarking on a new journey, knowing that you're stepping into unknown territory, uncertainty, because you're not really sure of what lies ahead of you. You don't know what challenges you're going to face. You don't know what is going to be required of you. And you don't know what you don't know. And it's okay that you don't know, as long as you're trying to find out. So this is where we come into the equation, the second part of my life equation. I was able to figure out the first part, but then now there's the second part where there's in parentheses, we have the A and the X plus the B. Now these variables, we have to find the value of these variables. What does these variables mean? How do they apply to your life? And how do they impact them? Then we have, the next one is C times, in brackets, A times X plus B. So we clarified that C is definitely the consistency in which we're doing what we need to do. So how consistent do I need to be to find out the variables of, once I find out the value of A and X plus B, then I multiply that by C. The consistency of doing so is going to give me F times X minus C. And we're gonna have to go back to that one, which we are gonna go back to the F and the X. I'm gonna go back to that equation just so to remind you and to remind myself as well as I'm doing all of this. All this is happening in real life time. As I'm giving it to you. So that took us to 11 minus 9 and then P plus 9. So, and I see one of the grandbabies gonna erase that, but it's okay. But we're talking about our life business. Anything we do, anywhere we go, we take us with us. Knowing where you are, knowing where you stand in your life, knowing where you are at in your life. Remember when I did the graph chart? We did the graph chart with 0 in the middle. Or are you on the negative side of the 0 or the positive side of the 0? Oh, negative, positive, I don't know. That's right. However it goes. And we talked about frequencies. Is your frequency low? Is it high? What's affecting your frequency? What frame of mind are you in? Are you going through some sort of life crisis right now that is impeding on your progress in your life? Maybe you feel heavy and there's a dark cloud. I understand. I've been there. And when I feel that dark cloud, I fight like hell, pardon my French, to feel the sun rays some kind of way through the clouds. And I hope that you can find some kind of special magic power inside of you that when you're walking through the darkness, that you can find that ray of sunlight that brings you the warmth and the love that you need, that gives you the courage to stand up and push up and to keep moving. So as we're looking at the 5W framework and aligning it with the 7 principles of Kwanzaa, we're going to be going over the first principle today, and then we're going to continue the rest of the week out with the Kwanzaa principles, and we're going to incorporate a little bit of all of this that we've learned throughout the year so that you don't lose it. I don't know where you are in the schemes of your assessment of your life, and if you really took the time to tally up your total assets, your total liabilities, to identify your net worth, as you are building your life dreams or preparing your family, whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you want to do, come 2024, because you should be starting it now. I just can't say that enough. If you want to see results in your life, you cannot wait till that date that you set for yourself to see the changes. You need a start date. You need a date that says that on this day, at this time, I'm going to begin the steps to start changing my life. What date is and start date is that for you? And are you sticking to it? Are you fully committed to it? So as we're looking at the framework, aligning it with the 7 principles of Kwanzaa, and we're talking about Yamoji. Yamoji is unity, family unity, the people, right? So who we are as a people, who we are as an individual person, as a family, as a community, all impacts how we operate, perceive our lives, and go about continued future building and how we care for it. So underneath it, a Umoja today, as we celebrate Kwanzaa, we're looking at the who, and who are individuals, families, and communities that are coming together with a shared purpose, having a common goal, right? We talk about that. And what? And promoting unity means fostering harmony among people, resolving conflicts, and working together to achieve common goals. Where do we do this? Unity should be practiced in all aspects of life, from the family to the community and beyond. And when do we do these things? Unity is an ongoing principle that should be practiced daily, building stronger bonds over time. And why do we need unity? Unity is the foundation for collective progress and empowerment, and it ensures that everyone's voices are heard and valued. And I don't know where it was in the scheme of things. Hold on. Maybe I can find it, where we were talking about your voice is very important, to stand up and speak your truth, make your contribution to this world. Don't just let life on you. How about you life on life a little bit too? Because life is going to always be life. The trick is to kind of dance in the rain and the sunshine, even sometimes in thunderstorms, to find the joys in life, right? Because that's what life is all about. Finding the joys in life, going after the things that you want out of life, learning how to appreciate what you have right now, presently in your life. Appreciate it. And figure out how you can nurture, love, foster it, and help it to grow. Cultivating the family tree, making sure everyone is okay. And this is why I love the principles of Kwanzaa, because it's surrounded around, yes, you as an individual, your frame of mind, where you are, how you see yourself, where it is that you want to be for in your life, but also it incorporates your family. So we all know that every morning that we wake up and we get up and we go out here and we do what we do, we're doing it for a purpose. It's tied to our highest values. It's tied to the morals and ethics and principles in which we operate our own lives from. Many of us will choose a career path due to something that we have a passion for. Although some of us may go through higher education and get that degree, we may not be working in the field in which we got the degree for, but we found something in the field of operating and generating revenue for our families to help us grow. And the area is something that we can utilize our skills and be good at them. So it doesn't matter how the ball may turn. The most important thing is where you are, how you perceive yourself. Are you holding yourself back with limiting beliefs? What thoughts are you telling yourself on a daily basis when it comes to improving your life, improving your health, improving your relationships, improving your finances, improving the life that you live, despite some of the things that may happen? Because the only thing we're responsible for is how we respond to it, how we perceive it, and what steps we're going to take to move ahead of it, right? So that's why I stress the importance of it all. And I want to kind of go here. Bear with me, guys, as I bring all of this together. Um, as you are building your life and you're understanding where you're going, what it is that you want to have out of your life, it takes some time. It even takes a little bit of time to figure it out. That's why I want you to go over the the 5W framework. We're going over this 5W framework, which we're gonna get to. Hold on. I just wanted to go back. I want us to go over the algebra of success. Since I'm using mathematical equations to correlate to life success as well as life business success. So I know it sounds a little mixed up right now to you, but I'm hoping that as we continue on, it begins to make sense. It begins to start sticking to you. It begins to become something that you can work with as a business owner and trying to perfect my craft or to become better in my craft. Uh, my greatest challenge was coming up with a conversation that I could talk about for more than 30 minutes that would be enlightening and educational and informational for others. And it took some time. It took some doing. When I started out on this journey, when I started out talking about becoming a better person, sharing my journey of being a young mom, living at home, becoming a parent in my parents' home, having to obey my parents' rules and follow their guidance as they were still guiding and raising me, because at 18, you're not grown. I mean, you're legal age, but you're not fully grown. You don't really fully understand what life has in store for you. Being 18, being at home with my parents, then wanting to get out on my own and doing the numbers there as well, showing you what it costs to have have a child. What is the ranges and success stories of being a young parent versus being a more well-educated and or well-educated, more established than a young person that's just has a high school diploma. The difference in the salaries, the difference in the income. We talked about the geographical areas and how that impacts our lives and things that we're doing as we're becoming better. We talk about our environment. What's in our environment? Is it a toxic environment? Is it a healthy environment that supports us and allows us to grow? Is it full of resources that can help us when we find ourselves stuck or in a situation where we can't kind of get out of? What are some of those scenarios? And all of that is a part of becoming better, a better person, becoming clear in you, being a young mom at 18, and then become a mother. Well, in my early 20s, I was a mom. I was a mom of two by the age of 21. Let's put it like that. I was a mom of two by the age of 21 with a high school diploma. And because I did what I did and got pregnant, I kind of impeded on the higher education in the nursing field because I got pregnant. So I had to make decisions. I came out. So then I wanted to live on my own. I needed to figure out where was I going to live? Could I afford the home that I live in? How was me and the children's father going to fare out? How are we going to navigate becoming young new parents and taking our experiences and how we were parented, incorporating and bringing it together and raising our children, and seeing our children and helping them develop through life challenges and continue to grow, although we were where we are. It's doable, whether you have all that you need or whether you don't, and you're gathering it along the way. It's all about preparation. It's all about taking the time to find out who you are, what it is that you want out of life, and what is it going to take for you to get there, and what steps does it take. A lot of times, as we are becoming better in life and trying to improve our life and business and whatnot, it requires us to take a little time to sit down and really map out our plan. It may even require you to change your people, places, and things in order for you to get to where you're going. You're going to have to sacrifice something. Just don't let it be you that you sacrifice along the way. So as we are looking at the algebra of success and we're looking at winning life, winning business principles, and we're wrapping it all up with the 5W framework, and we're bringing it all in to the Kwanzaa principles in which we're living our lives, we want you to know that as you're embarking on a journey through the fascinating world of algebra, not as a mathematical concept, but as a powerful metaphor for understanding and achieving success in life and business, we will also explore how these principles align with the core teachings of our Winning Life, Winning Business course. It's crucial to understand that our course is not a shortcut to success or a get-rich-quick scheme. Instead, it is a lifelong journey for growth and development for those who seek to better their lives and as well as their businesses. The first that we need to do is set clear objectives, which brings us to the equation that I gave you with the parentheses AX plus B. In this course, we're going to be emphasizing the importance of setting clear objectives and goals, just as in algebra, where A represents factors and B represents starting points. So for all our potential clients, for all our potential life clients, students, and entrepreneurs, you must identify your objectives and initial resources. This principle ensures a strong foundation for success, emphasizing that success is not instant, but requires a clear path. So we want you to take a clear path. Now, we're gonna go to the equation C in parentheses, A times X plus B. Now, this area we have, that's gonna show us our persistence and dedication. Remember, we're finding the value in AX plus B and C times AX plus B, all right? So we gotta set clear objectives on our path as far as where we're going with our goals. And we need to be persistent and be persistent and dedicated to the path in which we're going to see it through. So persistence and dedications are the key pillars of our course, much like algebraic scaling. So C, in the parentheses, AX plus B, consistent efforts times AX plus B, we're looking for the value, multiplied by a factor of C, led to substantial progress, right? So you as you find the values in your equation, it's going to lead you to substantial progress in your growth, development, in your life, in your business, in your health, in your wealth, in your family, and in your community. This principle highlights the dedication and persistence are essential on a journey of growth and development. So now I want to go over here and I want to go to back to our unit. Oh, wait a minute. Let me get something. Where am I at? Here I am. Thank you guys for sticking this out with me. I know it's holiday time, but I needed to get this in here because the new year's coming and we gotta hit the ground running. I needed to make sure that we are wrapping up this year in a good way. So we have setting clear goals, persistence and dedication. We're looking for the value in our algebraic expression of success for our lives. So when you're talking about the 5W framework, right? How does this all apply to math, right? You're probably gonna be like, this lady's crazy, but it's okay. I've been told I was crazy before. It's okay. Sometimes people have special gifts that others just don't understand. That's why I encourage you to develop your relationship with the creator that created you. I call him God. As you develop that relationship, you will receive insights, you will receive breakthroughs, you will receive his grace, his covering, as there's a promise that God gave us. All things are possible through God. So if you believe and you believe in him who believes in you, and then you believe in you, and you start putting it into motion, be surprised what you can accomplish, right? All right, so as we look at creating a partner-mentee relationship around the 5W framework for becoming an entrepreneur, while incorporating the importance of algebra in our life success, algebra plays a significant role in problem solving and critical thinking, which are critical skills for entrepreneurship. So here's some questions that I'm going to ask you as I am, if you're considering having me as a mentee for you to work with in building your life business that you decide that you want to build, whatever it may be. I don't know. I know I'm building mine, and I'm just trying to share it along with you while I'm on a journey. And I'm finding that along this journey, I have gone from becoming a better person to growing, learning, and healing, to I'm either working or minding my business, to will you hire you tour, to the now how to win a life, win in business, and as I'm wrapping up How to Win in Life and Win in Business, I'm moving into the womb to the tomb. So you guys got some catching up to do. So I can't stop what I'm doing because I'm definitely in momentum and ideas are coming. So I'm building it and I'm trying to build it as well as explain it and share it with you in all real time. It's taking me some time to do what I'm doing and I'm grateful for it. Not boasting. I'm just blessed that I decided to bet on me. I'm glad that I made a decision to take control of my life. I'm glad that I worked at my investment company for all those years. And I didn't just go to work for a company. I went to work for my investment company, but I also found ways to, I also found ways to invest in myself as well. So I encourage anyone, if you're working a 9 to 5, 8 to 4, 7 to 3, 11 to 7, whatever it is, and you want to kind of leverage or balance out your life, I would encourage you to explore and start looking at some of the opportunities that you could begin building right from where you are, and utilizing the time that you have. We're all live a busy life, but I guarantee you, out of the 24 hours of your day, that you can at least find 1 hour to, from anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour to start building and investing in you and making your life better. So back to the 5W framework, and I'll get that phone call when I get done. Going back to the 5W framework from becoming an entrepreneur, we're looking at who. So who you are as an individual is very important. Who do you see yourself as? How have others spoke, or how do others speak of you, and how do they view you? But I want you to look at who are you as an individual. And this is part of your assignment, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope that you're doing it. As you are looking at who you are as an individual, what relationships, experiences have you had over your lifetime, and what lessons did you learn from them? I want you to write that down. What's it good, bad, and different? Write it all down. Just right now we're processing, so you just need to write it down. We're gonna go back to it, and you're gonna tell me what you got out of this, because you can get a lot of it out of this exercise if you do it the right way, if you have the right guidance to walk you through it. So we want to know, who are you as an individual? So you want to write that down. You want to describe, as you're looking at who you are in your relationships, what lessons you learned from those relationships. Please write them down, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. Write it all down. Then I want you to describe your strengths, your weaknesses, as well as your personal values. That all goes in the who section. Okay? The next piece of your who section is, who is your target audience or your customer base? Who are the people that you're talking to? Who are the people that are attracted to you? Do people come and ask you questions? Do they inquire information from you? Do they see you as a go-to resource? And if you don't have anyone, what would be your ideal audience or your customer base? Write that down. Then I want you to explain how understanding your target audience and or your customer base's needs, because this is essential. I could try to how can I say it? I could try to kind of make a one fits all type course, but that wouldn't work, because I already know that we're all born different and unique in our own way. We don't have the same fingerprints. So I know we don't have the same ideas. I know we don't have the same visions. I know we don't have the same things in mind, but there are some things that we have similar. So this is not a cookie cutter course. I'm sorry. This course is specifically detailed and designed to each mentee that signs up for it because we're looking at who you are as an individual, what are your strengths, weaknesses, and your personal values. We're looking at who your target audience and your customer base is, as well as how well you can understand their needs as it's essential to the growth and life of your business that you're building. The next thing we're going to look at is the what. And you got to look at it this way. What is your business idea or concept? Do you have a business idea? Do you have a business concept? And mind you, as you're thinking of these business ideas and concepts, know that every idea is not always going to be a great idea, and not every idea is going to fly. And do you have enough of them to incorporate them to play around with, to really hone in and mold it and make it work to where you're really taking your business to the level where you're servicing your target audience, client base in the way that is helping them to grow and nurture and excel in their area, in their field. You're going to want to explain in a few sentences what your business ideas or concepts are. I need you to do that. I need you to go through it and really break it down. So this is going to help bring you clarity because we're setting clear goals going into 2024. So what products or services will your business offer? Do you have any products or services? Maybe you don't have a business yet. Maybe you just came across this lady here talking and heard what she was saying and decided to stop and give a listening ear. So if that's you and you don't have a business idea, you're at the great opportunity to really map your foundation out on a ground floor as you get to decide what is going to be your products and their services, because all of us don't start out with a product and a service, but we learn how to begin to develop a business. And so I want you to write that down, whether or not you have a product and or service. If you don't have one, that's fine. Do you have an idea of one? Based off of the skills that you already obtained. So we want to take this and how can algebra help you in pricing, budgeting, and financing your planning? Because you got to look at all of that. When you're starting off on a new adventure, take it all into consideration, and I want you to write it down. That's why we had you do your assessment. That's why we had you look at your total assets, total liabilities, what your net worth is, and what is the projection of funds that you need on a monthly basis that's going to give you the ability to create the life that you want to live. Okay, I know it's a lot. And we got I'm going to try to chunk this down. Oh boy, I tell you, it's always exciting. I start off and then we kind of run out of time when we're talking, but I'm going to do my best to get through this. We were at the what? Okay, so you have your assignment for the 5 why, right? We're at who and what. You can go back if you missed anything because I'm getting ready to rush it through a little bit here. And not my apologies for that, but I am a stickler for time and given that it's the holidays. And if you've taken some time out to listen to me for this hour, I so appreciate you. So I don't want to waste no more of your time because I know how valuable family is. And mine is calling. So just like I gotta get back to mine, you have to get back to yours. So let's wrap it up. Who and what? So now we're looking at when. So I hope you have your notebook and you're taking notes. If you don't have one, come back, review it, and you can write these notes and begin doing the work. We're looking at when. So when do you plan to start your entrepreneurial journey? I want you to write that date down. What's the date? And I want you to specify a timeline. So that goes to say, okay, on this date, I'm going to do whatever. And then I'm going to say the first 90 days. Give me a timeline of what you think is going to happen specifically within those first 90 days of you planning to start your entrepreneurial journey. So be specific in your timeline and make it for a 90-day period. So that's 1 month, 2 months. You're going to write daily activities that you need to do in starting. You're going to write your monthly activities that daily, weekly, and monthly. So, but you're going to come out with 90 days worth of things, steps to do in starting in the beginning. I want you to write them down and I want you to share them with me. The second one is, when will you dedicate time to work on your business, considering your current commitments? So we all have a life. We know that. We all get up, we go to work, we work at our investment companies for whatever hours that we work. Some of us work for 8, some of us work for 12 or longer. So what time will you be dedicating to work on your business? This is very important, because you got to really take into consideration everything that you need to do to get these commitments done. Believe me, any excuse you come up with, I think I can kind of counteract it, unless you know that you can find some time somewhere to start building on your business. The next thing in the win is, how can time management skills, often involve algebraic calculations, being useful? Because the win is these variables, right? We got to figure out the time, how we're going to do everything. So this is where it comes in at, right? You got to figure out the value. So what's the value of the time? So we want you to write that down. That's why I asked you to bring a mathematical equation for your life. Where? Okay. Where will your business operate? Are you going to be a physical location, or are you going to be on an online platform? All of my businesses are online. They're all an online platform. I have the only physical business that I have is me in my home. So I am a physical business myself. So yes, I operate from my home base office. However, all my services, products, and everything is online for right now anyway. So where will yours be? Where will your business operate from? The next question is, where can you find resources or support for your entrepreneurial endeavor? And this is very important, because this is why we have you go over the assessment to look and see what your total assets are, your total liabilities, and your total net worth. We also want you to know where you are and where you stand as far as financing. Are you credit worthy, or are you not credit worthy? Do you need some help to become credit worthy? You know, all these things are factors, and you want to make sure that as you're planning your steps, what step are you at? Because some of us, we have to build ourselves first before we can begin to start building our business. I was one that had to build myself first before I could build my business. So don't be ashamed of that. There's nothing wrong with it at all. What resources and supports for your entrepreneurial endeavor? Financial resources, mentor, coaching resources. Who do you know? Do you know someone that's already in business that you possibly could shadow or kind of get close to have lunch or something, to kind of pick their brain, to give you some ideas on how you can start formulating and getting your business up and off the ground, right? All resources, each one teach one. And how can algebra help in analyzing the feasibility of different locations and resources allocations? And I kind of give you that when we go over here, and I tell you, this would be considered different locations, since I'm online. And then if you are a brick and mortar, are you in different areas? Like we have a large Camden County area Let me think of a business that I know that is in Cannon County area that has established itself and has branched out. That would be Aunt Bertha's Kitchen, right? Aunt Bertha's Kitchen, I think it's called. I think that's the name. I know it's Aunt Bertha's. That's my favorite place, the soul food place to go eat, guys. So if you're ever in the New Jersey area, please stop by and see Aunt Bertha's and let them know Tia sent you. The food is delectable. You will not be disappointed. They are located in Collinswood. I believe they're located down the White Horse Pike going towards Runnymede, New Jersey. And I hear they have a location in Delaware as well. So I share that with you just to let you know, like the different operating areas in which you can operate your business, if you, whether you're online or brick and mortar. And today, brick and mortar or online as well. So it behooves you to learn how to do the two. It's going to give you the best output for your business. And why? Um, why do you want to become an entrepreneur? Write that down. Why do you want to become an entrepreneur? What's your purpose? What is your reason? My reasons for becoming an entrepreneur is that I wanted to help people. I wanted to be able to help families become better and more sustainable. Coming from the background of working with underprivileged, underserved families, and improving the community. So that I'm still doing that. I still like to help families in any way that I can. So we want to know, why do you want to become an entrepreneur? We want you to share your motivations and goals with us. All right, as a group, because we're all here to grow and learn. Nobody's here to point fingers or say, oh, I'm better than you. It's not about that. We're all here to grow. And in order to grow, we have to share our ups, downs, and we share our wins, our losses, all of that together, because we celebrate one another. And why do you believe your business idea will be successful? I want you to write that down. And how can your algebraic problem solving skills assist you in overcoming challenges and making informed decisions about your business? Okay. So as we're integrating algebra into these questions, underscores its importance in real life problem solving scenarios, including those encountered in entrepreneurship. Algebra equips individuals with the tools to analyze data, make informed decisions, and manage resources effectively, all of which are essential for success in business and life. So if you have any more questions or need further assistance, please let me know. Reach out to sign up for How to Win in Life and Win in Business, and let's get to know each other. And we can work our way through it. Because when you come out of How to Win in Life and Win in Business, you're going to run straight into From the Womb to the Tomb. And when we get into From the Womb to the Tomb, as you see, we're getting down to the meat and potatoes of it. We're going to go deep within so that we can really pull out our greatest selves. And with that being said, I want to thank you for your time on this holiday week. Again, my name is Tia Rogers, and I am the Take Care of Your Health, Save and Invest, Grow Your Business, Startup Mentor. Believe me, guys, you were born with all that you need inside you when you were conceived in your mother's womb. And when you were born with all that you need to make your life a success. It boils down to you making a decision and wanting and being committed to the change that you wish to see. So with that being said, I want to say, let me move this out of the way. I want to say thank you for your time and happy holidays. Happy Kwanzaa. See you guys tomorrow as we embark on the second principle of Kwanzaa. Today, we're selling Umoja. We're celebrating Umoja, which is unity, the people. We have nothing without each other. We're the reason that this world is going to be either good or not so good. So all those that's on a journey for good, come on aboard. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye now. Good morning. Love, thank God for allowing us to wake up and see another day. Giving us our limbs and mobility to move around despite all that is going around us. I titled this Growing, Learning, and Healing as I'm beginning a new series of the process. I'm just bringing me to you so we can kind of get to know each other a little better and to understand a little bit about my process and my journey of how I got here and what's going on while I'm here. How about that? I'm gonna turn the air on a little bit.
I was that one, needed someone, wasn't that it will be you. To the sky or the moon, are you mine? And I know what you're feeling. What you feel, I'ma take it for a ride. Let me take it off your mind, cause you know it's a season. And I move, when I ride, and I move, and I move, and I move, when I ride, and I move, and I move, and I move, when I ride, and I move, and I move, when I yeah. I guess they're kind of making me taking night, but taking it's all that I do, cause yeah. I let you go, don't let you in on my life. I tell you the things that you need to know. I know you like that, I know you need that. The way you're moving your body, don't need your feedback. I know it makes me go, I play pretend, I get that.